Hello, anything I can do for you? Yes, actually. You were pretty vocal against Otto in the town commons. What was that about? Just what I said then. I don't want anyone to get hurt, especially now. Already had one death in passing. We don't need any more. You're opposed to Otto's ideas, though. He spoke against violence. Otto was an ideologue. He didn't see the reality of the situation. Golden Hand relies on pilgrimage and travelers for its businesses. Otto got his way, everything would be chaos. Swabia is burning as it is. Need the law to live civilized lives, Andreas. What Otto was advocating for scares me. It's hardly better now. Otto was the only thing holding Peter back. I don't think they can. So, thank you, Master Valor. Wish you the best of luck. Is there anything I can do for you? Have you heard anyone here talking about Otto's murder? Not just talking about it, but no. Yeah, you know. Exactly. Like they had something to do with it? Oh no, I think I'd remember something like that. Then again, I try not to eavesdrop on conversations. I don't want to get yelled at. But maybe you could find more luck talking to people. Your always tends to loosen the loose. Buying around for everyone, and you can have the run of the place. You'll be here a while though. Interesting idea. Maybe later. Let's talk to this dude. Okay, let's not talk to this dude. That's what I already talked to. Alright, so we can talk to the miller. Can I get it from over here? Yeah. Don't really like this guy, though. Ah, Andreas, it appears you caught up in another murder again. Quite unfortunate timing for you. Yes, it is. If I can find the real killer and prevent more bloodshed, maybe it's a good thing I was here. Just stall them. Either they'll see the error of their ways, or the Duke will send their soldiers to tassing. Yeah, show of force that will quench the peasant's bloodlust. In any case, if you're tired of investigating, my door is open. If you'd like to join my family for a meal or see the mountains, just let me know. Mountains? Yeah, for a brief hunt. A hunt? Yeah, for deer. Might be able to help you get some perspective on the situation. I wonder how long that's going to take out of my day. I'm investigating Otto's murder. A hunt hardly seems appropriate. Would help, I can tell you what I know, and I know a fair... Oh, what do you know? No, come hunting with me, and I'll tell you. Do I want to go hunting? Alright, let's do it. Wonderful. You'll have to leave the boy behind, though. Slow us down. I understand. Caspel, can you stay here with Paul until we return? All right. How's the climb suiting you? You're just fine. Always love a good hike. Had a chance to go hiking in the Scottish Highlands a few years ago. Nowhere near as tall as the Alps, but beautiful, rugged place. Well, take a moment to appreciate the view. When you're ready to continue. See Tassine and Curacao from here. I'll have enough time for a quick sketch. Despite all tests and troubles, it looks peaceful. Why is this so hard? It's like my mind just wants my hand to stop. I can't even draw something as beautiful as this valley. Useless. What a waste of time. Alright, let's go. All that space devoted to fields. It's a pity we need peasants to work them. Still, the women are some value. Don't misunderstand me. They're stupid as the men, but they do have some charms. They're young, of course. They age like buttermilk in the sun. Oh, jeez. Say nothing. Well, that's enough talk for now. Am I ready to head up? Let's continue. Deer come through the clearing at all times of year. Natural blind up ahead. You can watch from there. There's a gun. I have to admit, I didn't think much of you when you were last in Tassing. Poor artist and all that. What changed? Made something of yourself. Became a master in Nuremberg. 7 years, you've gone from boarding into a rundown peasant's hovel to running your own successful workshop. Men like us make our own fortune. Didn't your father build the mill? The old mill? I built this one. The only windmill in Bavaria. His fortune? You're missing the point. We built something for ourselves. Peter Gertner will toil the same field his father did until he drops. Big Jorg will do the same. Peasants ask for the world, but they can't even comprehend what's outside of their tiny plot of land. Say nothing. This rebellion by the farmers won't go anywhere. Whether it ends peacefully or violently, they will win. They need a scapegoat for Otto's death. Look to Martin Bauer. Why would he want to kill Otto? Martin didn't want to support Otto's little rebellion. He was quite happy with the way things were. Something changed recently. I think Otto learned something about Martin that Martin didn't want to get out. It was dire enough to change Martin from resisting Otto's wholeheartedly supporting him in the front of town. What evidence is there? Find some. If Otto found out, others must know, at least have suspicions. Down. He's there. See him? There. You lead, I'll follow. Was I supposed to aim that? What was that? This gun isn't the most accurate weapon, but I hit the deer. What more do you want? Tube silently. Oh, relax. You're fine. Let's find the stag. Can't have gone far. Well, I shot it in the foot. I'm pretty bad myself. It's not dead yet. Looks like we both wounded it, but not enough. It's easy enough to kill a dumb beast when it's helpless. Now let's find a long stick to carry the deer. It's right there. Not much finding. It's a good hunt. Thank you for coming with me. Thank you for inviting me. Both have an interest in seeing this situation with the peasants resolved quickly. Think about what I said about Martin. I'll look into it. Glad to hear it. Good luck. All right, well, we're gonna go talk to him anyway. But my gosh, it's like nighttime now. Is he gonna talk to us during supper time? Did I just waste a whole bunch of time? Hello. Good to see you. Hello. Martin seems different from how I remembered him. What changed? Well, that's right. He was gone by the time you left Tassing. I returned several weeks later, like he always did. Was it in his travels, or time that changed him? Only God knows the truth of a man's heart, but I suspect the challenges he's forced on the road improve his memories of home. He hasn't stolen anything or run off in years. Truly, the Lord provides his faith. He and Otto were arguing the other day, though. You know why? Were they? Sorry, Andreas, but I don't know anything about that. Martin supports Otto and the cause against the abbot's taxes. They didn't have any cause to fight. I don't know, Kat. The argument was quite heated. Would Martin have any reason to hurt Otto? Of course not. We became close friends in these past few years, like brothers. Even brothers quarrel. After Franz died, God blessed me, returning my son, and healed me of its darkness. We should be giving thanks to the Lord, led Martin to the light. I'm just trying to find out who really killed Otto. Trust me, Andres, I know my own son. Martin would never do such a thing. Thank you for talking to me. Till then, later. All right. Hello. Could you spare a moment, Brigitte? I suppose. What do you need? It was so strange seeing Martin. What do you mean? Last time I was in Tassing, he ran off. Now he's back. I didn't recognize him. It's been 7 years, Andreas. Everyone in Tassing has changed. Is that so bad? Well, of course not. He did get into argument with Otto when I was coming into town, though. What happened there? What are the questions about my husband? Trying to figure out who murdered Otto. Well, it certainly wasn't Martin. Otto was pressing Martin to support him in the town's commons, Andreas. Martin had changed, but his history in this town is remembered. He doesn't want to cause more trouble. He didn't want to speak in the commons because he was afraid of the abbot. He squabbled over it, that's all. Otto threatened Martin if he didn't cooperate. What was your husband so afraid Otto knew? Oh, God. I have no other... This is not going to go well. Your husband can't have changed that much. I know what Otto and Martin had quarreled, but that's all. Maybe he flew off the handle with Otto. You know how men are. Sorry, but I don't know anything about the matter. Now, please, I need to get back to work. Of course, until later. Okay, so I can't talk to Martin. Power. Good to see you. Hello, Veronica. How have you been? Oh, you know, pulled every which way. Mom's been a cow about when I'll give her grandchildren. As if I'm not doing enough work already. Shouldn't rush into something important as children. That's what I keep telling her. Maybe you should talk to her, Andreas. If it comes from someone as successful as you, maybe she'll pay attention. Anyway, I should get back to work. We're all preparing for the festival. I'll leave it to you then. See you. Hans. Heard you were back. Yeah, Hans. Meet Casper, my apprentice. Hello. I'm from Nuremberg, like Andreas. I'm from Salzburg. Is that very far from here? Not too far. I think a few days to the east on horseback. I've never been outside Tassing. Or ridden a horse. Tassing's a wonderful place to live. I guess some of the men in town say it would be better if the abbey weren't around. Then you have to contend with a lord. Then you have to contend with a lord that's hardly better. I don't know. It'd be nice to have a change. Be careful what you wish for. Change did not come peacefully in the Empire. I guess we'll see. Till then. Go on. I'm curious. You and me need to talk. Oh, what's on your mind? Why are you helping the Abbey? You know, he's been doing to our families. Well, he's threatening the entire Abbey, not the Abbot. I suppose you do have some friendliness with them. Those monks never did any good by me or my family. By my measure, they've done a lot of harm. Think burning down the Abbey will make things better? I don't know. But if the Abbot doesn't care about what happens to us, maybe we'll need to start... we'll need to hurt something he does care about. Oh, that's not a good thing to say. Duke soldiers could easily raise all of Tassin if you do anything drastic. Maybe right, but I don't know what else to do. Do what you have to do. Alright. Okay, who else do I want to talk to? Oh, wait, we gotta go to the forest. That's right, gotta check out that flower. Yeah, okay. So we gotta go to the forest. Nope, not there. Can't go that way either. Guess we could also listen to the church. Smokey knows gossip, right? Maybe he knows. You're looking well. Thank you, Smokey. How are you? I'm well enough, I guess. Also, I went his way a few years ago, which I suppose was bound to happen. Miss the company sometimes. There's no one to keep me from my gossip. No one to tell it to either. What have you heard? Maybe helpful in my investigation. I don't know about that. I don't trade in serious stuff. Not anything pertaining to Zimmerman, or pertaining to Master Zimmerman anyway. Oh. I did see another Imperial Reich Post courier ride from the Abbey a few days ago. The other guy dropped a bag once. It looked heavy. The Abbot must be doing something, must be doing better than the Abbot's letting on. Does this happen often? Once or twice a month. Odd what the Abbot's been saying about the Abbey struggling. Doesn't help that the Abbot has tightened its restrictions so close to St. John's Eve, too. Townsfolk get up to all sorts of mischief. What sort of mischief? I'd wager Johann and Kat will find some corner to play in. It's practically tradition at this point. Veronica and Brigitte might go out for a midnight dip in the waterfall, too. They've been swimming out there for years. Now everyone is getting clever and trying to stay out of the Abbot's eye. Rightly so, he's an ass. I didn't see you in town commons during the Otto speech. Aren't you standing with the peasants? Well, their cause doesn't really affect me, does it? I'm worried as anyone about soldiers rushing through here. The new taxes and restrictions don't bother me. I understand why they're upset, but I've been doing fine out here with less than they have. Nothing will change for me if they get their way. Let's see. Ah, well enough. Well, thanks for stopping by. Till later. Alright. Here's some flowers. Close, but not a match to the ones we found. Let's keep searching. So up here is where we're thinking. I think I see an opening behind these trees that leads deeper and deeper aura of the forest area. I think it's supposed to be. Could this be where the mysterious costume figure ran when Otto was murdered? Should see where it leads. It could take a while, though. I will come back when we have more time. No, I'm gonna go look. About these. These flowers are red, they don't match. More flowers. Not quite match. We're looking for... Surely we'll find the right ones. Am I supposed to look at for all the flowers before I go over there, maybe? No, that's not it, dude. Okay, so we looked at the other flowers. Let's go check and see if they'll let us go back there now. No, I guess not. Scientific. Oh yeah, we could do getting people around to ranks. Not getting any closer to figuring out who might have done it. I was wondering if you could do the family honoring joining us for a meal. Of course. Always a pleasure to have new conversation at our table. What's been going on in town? A fresh perspective is always welcome, and always benefits from different opinions. Always happy to share my thoughts. Good. Let's tuck in. Bless us, O Lord, for these are the gifts which you're about to receive from your bounty. Christ our Lord, amen. So I hear that this is a return visit to Tassian. Has the town changed much since you last visited? Well, the inn's new. Yeah, the pets especially took their time in getting used to us. Monks at the Abbey have always been gracious, though. True, but the abbot is firm in his dealings. Does seem a little prickly sort of man. No idea. Abbot was harsh before, but he's more severe now. I understand he needs to enforce the rules, but being needlessly strict is different. Alright, what are we eating? Pork and bread pottage, salmon, and pork pie. The pottage first. Ada's been getting more and more vocal in his speeches. I'm sure you heard his most recent one, Andreas. I want to support the peasants in their troubles, but I do worry that Otto's death will stir up more trouble than it's worth. Peasants aren't bothering us, Nico. They need to speak their minds. Besides, their coin counterbalances any lost revenue from the Abbey. Guess. I think Otto had the right idea. These restrictions have gone on too long. It's a little trouble if it springs up revive. I don't know if that was the right thing to pick. Doing the right thing is always best. But I don't know how involved I ought to get in this whole business. The matter is not for us to decide. Sam. You hear that Ulrich says he might, that he saw more of the Duke's soldiers near town today. That's nothing but rumor, Killian. That could cause problems for Tassin, especially if the abbot gets involved. Well, I don't think the abbot would call for the soldiers into town to start trouble. You've seen the soldiers more recently, Andreas. What do you think? Follows that the abbot would use his connections to stop Peter's incitements before they get violent. I agree, but if the soldiers do get involved, peasants would come even more upset at the abbot's rules. That's certainly possible. Well, then, if it's wiser to stay out of trouble, out of the matter entirely. Pah. Hannah, you're pretty vocal about Otto's speech the other day. Really? You spoke up, Mom? I thought you said you weren't going to get involved, Hannah. Oh, I'm just looking out for the peasants. I didn't think my few words would cause any harm. I understand it's difficult not to want to fix things. I agree, Andreas, but I'm afraid I may have been wrong. Speak out. No matter what happens, part of the community involved, but it's important. Yeah. Speaking of the community, I should get back to work. Yes, there's always much to do. Thank you for sharing your perspective, Andreas. Thank you for the meal. It's excellent. Welcome back anytime, especially so Keelan can learn more. Casper's well-behaved example.